Alright guys, so I'm making this video. I'm in the middle of traveling to a lot of places. This meme coin stuff has allowed me to do so many things that I never actually thought possible. And in the process of doing so, I want to make sure that I give back. And I give back in my way in terms of making these pieces of content for you guys that show you guys the truth behind the scenes of how to actually become a profitable meme coin trader, launcher, etc. So I've been giving away a lot of soul recently because again, I love giving back in form of content and giveaways. So make sure you first and foremost like, comment, and share this video for a chance to win in this giveaway. I'm going to be giving away some soul in the next 24 hours. Make sure again that you like, comment, and share to enter, and I will announce the winner in my Telegram channel. You guys can find that in the pinned comments below. So in order to make sure that you guys are in the right state of mind, I want to first and foremost tell you a lot of you guys come from the traditional stock marketplace. Okay. And most of you guys maybe traded options before. If you guys don't know what options is, maybe you were signed up for Robinhood and you were trying to trade your way that way. And you find out that meme coins are basically, you have a lot more chance of an upside, meaning you can make a lot more money way quicker. And that's the flat out honest truth. It's one of the only vehicles of its kind where you can make a lot of money very fast. But the problem is most people don't know how to navigate this because it's a very volatile thing. Okay. You have to keep in mind a couple of days ago, actually, what happened with the market was it absolutely tanked. So if you go to Twitter, it's everything everybody was talking about. So I want to show you guys, the markets are bad, market bad. If you search that up, you find out that guess what? The stock market, we're finding out that the stock market is very tied to the meme coin market, right? As the traditional markets go. So okay. As the market goes, so does the meme coin trend. A lot of people think that it's separate, right? But you have to keep in mind it's one of one. Like it's one as per if the market is shit, the market is going to be shit everywhere. But the cool thing about meme coins, it's very market resilient. Meaning it doesn't necessarily mean that even on its worst day, when people are making or losing a crap ton of money, like we saw here, there's people that are making ridiculous amounts of money. For example, like myself, I launched a meme coin the other day and it went from a 20K market cap all the way to a $500,000 market cap. So as you guys can see there, I'm more than 20x to my money, basically. Okay. And I did this by using the simple strategies that I'm going to show you in this video. But the point that I want to get across is that you have to be market resilient. You have to know and understand how to navigate the market. And this probably will be the title of this video. This video is a little bit more raw, a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more to the point. So if you guys don't necessarily have a amazing attention span or you guys need a bunch of fancy editing, I'm not going to do that in this video, because this video is simply for people that want to make a lot of money, and that's it. That they just want the information that makes them a lot of money really quickly. That's what I'm going to provide in this video. So navigating extreme market volatility is very important. So how do you navigate extreme market volatility? So you have to think for yourself for a second. Okay. Traditional stock markets follow a regular traditional way of herding. So markets like these, like different stocks, what happens is these people, they're reliant on different companies, different entities overseas and tariffs and all these different things. So it hurts this. Okay. The only way this hurts the meme coin market is because there's less money going around. People are less investing in stocks. So therefore they're less investing in digital assets like meme coins, like crypto in general. As stocks go, as does crypto. That's what we've seen in all of these cycles. But the thing is that while there is a lot of money being pulled out, there's a lot of money still being poured in because of the fact that meme coins and the crypto market as a whole even though there's a lot of fear, means a lot of people believe there is opportunity. This is due to the degen culture that is kind of bred in crypto, where people think they're immune to losing money, or they're completely focused on literally gambling. One of the things that I can tell you is if you're trying to trade stocks, right? Let me tell you why trading is something that you probably should not do in this type of market. Because of the extreme volatility, you never know when literally something like this could happen. Okay. How I follow this is I'll explain a little bit further in the video. I basically followed a popular trend, but the fact is that if you're trading this, you really don't know if something like this is going to happen. You don't know if it's just a simple cash grab for whoever is launching the coin, and you don't know if something is going to beat the market. Okay. We saw something very stupid, I guess you could say, almost beat the market with Bitcoin, okay, out of all things. And let me actually refresh this. So we saw things beat the market that shouldn't necessarily beat the market, okay? How can you necessarily predict that? I'm going to tell you the truth is nobody, absolutely nobody that tells you can predict the trades on meme coins knows the truth. Why? Because trading meme coins is the market in general, market is extremely new. Meme coins only really started taking off in 2024. The stock market has been around for nearly 100, I don't know, I think it's like 80 to 100 years. Okay. So the stock market, stocks have years of data driven approaches. They've been through the ups and downs. They've been through the turmoil. They've been through tariffs hurting the market. They've been through all of that. So you have data-driven decisions, safe decisions. If you're trying to trade traditional, it's much more predictable, much safer, right? Why? Because data equals safe. Now, with meme coins, trading is literally gambling. It's literally gambling, meaning we have no data based on what to go on. We have other trending meme coins, but guess what? We've had meme coins that all of a sudden, we can even look at Bitcoin, for example. This was something that wasn't, started as a meme. But guess what happened? It stayed alive even throughout this shitty market. There was absolutely no way to predict that a coin called Bitcoin was going to beat the stock market. There wasn't it. But guess what the reason behind it is? It's because there is no reason. It's because people in this crypto space just love the concept of a shitty coin doing well. So they invest in it. And more people invest. So how can you take advantage of this extreme market volatility, right? How can we get, I'm not interested in getting rich fast. I'm interested in getting rich for sure. And that's what I'm here to tell you in this video. I'm here to show you and tell you how to get rich for sure. What I can't guarantee you is that if I give you a stop loss or I show you how to analyze charts, that it's going to go well for you. I can't guarantee it. Why? Because there's extreme market volatility. I might tell you, hey, look at this freaking, this is what traders do. Look at this breakout feature here. And then they draw a line and show you why this is gonna break out again here. Okay. But the same thing happened over here, right? The same trend happened over here. And guess what? The meme coin went down. Okay. And if I would have told you to follow this strategy of finding a breakout and another box here, you would have followed it here. You would have made money here. But if you would have gone back in following the same strategy I told you, you would have lost all your money. Okay. And this is what I'm exactly trying to avoid. Now, how can I guarantee that you make a lot of money? The only way that I can guarantee for sure that you can make money and you can control the funds that you're getting and receiving on a daily basis is to launch meme coins instead of trading them, especially in a market with extreme volatility and uncertainty, especially on blood markets. That's how I'll put it. Especially in blood markets, you can only guarantee profits, literally only guarantee profits if you're launching meme coins. Now, I've gone over this before. If you're trying to launch a meme coin, there really is two ways of going about it. Okay, you can launch on the two most popular meme coin launching platforms, which is memefast and Radium, memefast and Pump.Fun. Okay, so this is memefast, this is Pump.Fun. Pump.Fun launches on its own native DEX. So the only pros and cons, so pros and cons of each. So Pump.Fun basically launches, so Pump launches on own DEX, less market cap, faster deployment. So what happens is, so you launch, Pump launches on its own DEX, but the DEX has low market cap. So if we look, for example, at Axiom, or let's just even look at DEX Screener. If we go here, before we do that, let me actually show you this quick example with Greed, how this is an old coin. It's literally like almost like 3 months old, and it pumped during this market. You cannot predict that. And who in the right mind would be looking at a 3-month-old coin to be trading on? Like, come on, guys, don't lose your fucking money. As you can see here, big fucking projects are launching on Radium, right? So this is the pump DEX. As you can see, it's kind of getting back up there, but as you can see, fucking Radium is through the roof. 10 million market cap over a 4 million market cap. You know, it's just far superior in my opinion, and you stack all the odds in against your favor. So that's the difference between the Pump and Radium DEX. Usually Radium has higher market caps. Okay, faster deployment. This is a good thing because Pump.Fun, you could launch it Pump.Fun, you could launch it quick, right? Launch quick, easy pump and dumps, where you can maybe make hundreds of dollars. Okay. Now, the other alternative that I share with people is alternative launching platforms such as memefast.fun. So the pros for memefast.fun is that so higher market caps because of Radium DEX. There we go. You also have a little bit of one of the only cons of, to be honest with you, memefast is that traditionally so you have less speed of deployment. So let's say less speed of deployment. So let's say you wanted to launch on Pump.Fun. One of the things that you can do here is you have to log in, this and that. But once you log in, you can pretty much do stuff pretty fast. But the thing about memefast, Radium, and launching on Radium in general, there is a lot of, how can you say, a process. You have to you have to add this here, you have to add this here, you have to create a liquidity pool. But the cool thing is that memefast released this new feature, so now you can just copy and paste tokens basically from Pump.Fun. So let's say you like Pump.Fun, okay, and you realize, hey, like, I like the way that Pump.Fun has a lot of projects and you can deploy curly fast, but I don't like the fact that it launches basically with the odds against me because Radium has higher market caps. One of the things that you could do is you could use this new feature where you can look at new coins literally here. Now you don't even have to touch Pump.Fun. You can go straight on the memefast website and look at the coins that are literally coming up every single second, almost, right? That's literally a couple seconds ago. There's coins coming out every single day. Or you can just filter out through all the BS and find coins that are already working and just simply launch them on an alternative DEX. Okay, when you launch a copied coin, on alternative DEX, you're going to basically attract all the people that would already, let's say, invest in this coin, but instead they're going to invest it on the coin that's on Radium because they prefer that DEX because they know these coins hit a higher market cap. So if we wanted to do that, we would simply just, with one button here, we would just click create coin. So let's say I wanted to use this one right here, and I would just click create coin. I'm going to show you specifically how I would go about filtering, okay, because I wanted to show you guys specifically why I landed on Venezuela when I did this launch. Okay, you want to make sure that once you pick one, I use coinfas every single day, so I can vouch for that platform, and if you guys want to use it, you can go ahead and look at the pinned comment below. But the fact is that you have to be extremely careful when you find a good coin. Okay, find a good coin. What does finding a good coin mean? It means that it has a lot of volume, and it also has a good narrative. You don't want to launch a coin that goes absolutely nowhere. So I like to use meme coins. Meme coins are for the culture. Okay, meme coins are embedded into our culture. So I like to go to where the culture is at, especially in this meme coin phase. And I'm literally on Twitter 24/7. Like, you literally want to research this 100% of the time, and you just look for things that are popping off, right? So my explorers page is kind of cooked right now, right? But if you look and follow different Twitter pages that are in this, for example, in this crypto Twitter niche, you can look at what's going on. So I chose Venezuela because there was a lot of attention going into it. I can't really find the Venezuela. Okay, I spelled it wrong. There we go. So basically, Venezuela got imposed with like a crap ton of tariffs, and there's like a bunch of bad stuff going on there. I saw that there was a specific trend, and launching meme coins, I saw that there was two trends, right? There was two types of trends here. One, Twitter told me there was two types of trends. Trend on launching country coins. I think Argentina. And there was also a trend in that specific country. So now that I knew that this coin did well, because let's say the Argentina launched over here, it's a very controversial launch, but I don't even know if it's still here. Holy fuck, it might not even be here. But basically, like, the Argentina coin, I think it was a Malay coin or some shit like that. Malay coin or I don't know, whatever the fuck it was. It was a coin based on that specific fucking country. And it launched and it hit like a $20 million market cap in like a couple of seconds. So basically, now I knew moving forward that if there was a coin regarding a country, it was going to do well. So now every time a country gets brought up, I make sure that I'm one of the first to create a coin around it. Okay. So one of the things that I saw is when I was literally just, I have this tab open and I have my Twitter tab open and I'm just sitting there. I saw that people started making coins slowly on Venezuela on Pump.Fun. Okay. And I knew they were making it on Pump.Fun because I was literally sitting here and it was showing me the feed, the live. This shows you the live feed of Pump.Fun. So all I simply did was, in order to find one, right, I just clicked create coin. Okay, I'm trying to find something. As you can see, people are copying the trending tokens. So let's try to find something that, okay, this is pretty cool. So penguin tariffs, okay, it kind of escaped me. But the simple thing that you need to do is just, again, look for things that are in that same wheelhouse. Like, you can follow those type of trends even when the market is doing bad, and guess what, it's going to be a much safer approach because you have direct control. The only data that we have based off is based on coins that do well. We just know if a coin did well or it didn't. But the trading aspect is the unpredictable. So we want to make sure that we negate that. So let's actually launch a coin here because I want you guys to kind of find something. I want to show you guys an example of how easy it is to do it. Trump cuts the IRS. And this is live, guys. I want to film this raw video because I want you guys to see this in action. So go. Okay, I like this one. Greenification. We're going to go ahead and copy this one. Okay, I think I clicked the wrong one. Let me unlock this. Let me close it. I like greenification. Why greenification? Because it's talking about the specific tariffs. As you guys saw in the beginning of the video, I was showing you guys the red screen of death, like a bloody market, and it follows giblification, which is another trending coin. I'm actually going to show you guys afterwards. So all I simply have to do is click yes, confirm safe, and it's going to follow. Why did I specifically pick that one? Okay, let's go back to it. So if you guys saw, there was another trend called giblification. There we go. That hit 2.2 million. I'm sorry, $6.3 million in market cap. And you guys saw that the market was extremely red. When we searched it up at the beginning of this video, there was literally memes about it. The market being red. There we go. So now what this meme does is it combines both of them. So all we have to do now is create a liquidity pool. We make sure we hit 90%. We could put 0.31 here. We can click create pool. And what this is going to do, it's going to allow our coin to be instantly tradable. And we can actually start sharing it to groups, because guess what? People are going to start buying in automatically. It's going to be some snipers trying to come in and take profits. But guess what? You can beat them to the punch, because you can start taking out the profits directly on MemeFast. Okay. So let me go ahead and make sure that I refresh here. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Cool. Greenify is already here. As you can see, we have like $5 in profits already. We can view this coin directly on Axiom. We can trade it. We can buy Greenify. You can actually share it directly here on X. And here we're actually, never mind. So we can download it here. We can download this image and share it a bunch of different people, or you can just simply wait for it here. Let me actually cut to where, again, it's basically just a game of sitting and waiting, because this coin is on Radium and it has a higher and the DEX has a lot more higher market cap coins. And this guy made the mistake of launching it on Pump.Fun. It's probably not going to get too much anywhere, but we're going to be able to beat the market because we're already here. And guess what? We're going to have full control. So as you guys can see here, the coin is actually fucking ripping. We're already at $339 in profit. You can see the coin here. It's actually kind of rugging already. So all we have to do now is we can remove part of the profit so people can still trade it and the coin can probably still do well. Or we can just remove 100%, and this actually removes all the profit for you and gives it straight to you. So again, just to wrap up this video, and I want to show you, and I want to show you that and tell you that, again, trading is very volatile because we don't have enough market data in the whole meme coin space, okay, to kind of prove the fact that trading is profitable. And we have different ways and methods of going about it, especially during a period of extreme market volatility. We don't know how it plays out. But one of the things we can go back to is that meme coin launching is always going to be around, and coins are always going to do well, no matter the state of the market. So it's way, way, way safer to do. All right, guys, make sure you enter the giveaway. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe,